bringing Nala in for the video just because she always makes it better. But alright, so I posted that question the other day and asked you all to answer, or ask me some questions and I would answer them. So I'm just going to answer them live right here for you this morning, or this afternoon I guess. Haven't looked at them yet, so we'll see what we got. Got it up here so you guys will be able to see it with me hopefully. They're kind of half screen, I don't know how to make them not half screen. But here we go. Ask me questions. See y'all? Alright, so I'm just going to read down through them. I'm going to answer them as quick as I can. First answer that pops in my head. Alright, so how many times do you work out in a week? And how many hours do you spend there usually? So every week, I usually go about 5 times a week at least. And then I'll go for about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. And I'm just hitting all the muscle groups, so usually 2 muscle groups a day. So yesterday we did chest and triceps. So I did about 4 workouts of chest, and then I did 4 workouts of tricep. And it took me about 2 hours. How old are you? I am 25 years old. What small gesture from a stranger made a big impact on you? That's a tough one. There's a lot. The first one that pops into my head is I had somebody who I had known for 2 days give me an expensive camera to start out with this Instagram and YouTube stuff. So that was kind of a really nice gesture that helped me start this all off. My favorite sport, that's tough. My favorite sport to play would probably be basketball. My sport I played in high school was baseball. My favorite sport to watch would be UFC. But yeah. Coke or Pepsi? That would be Pepsi. Why so perfect? Definitely not perfect. Thanks though. Do you know Indonesia? No, I do not. Do you ever make complete just posing videos? I have a few posing videos, I just never post them. Maybe I will. What do you do in your free time? I don't have a lot of free time. In my free time, I'm usually lifting. Yeah, when I'm lifting, I'm usually recording, and then I'm editing videos. If I'm not doing that, I'm working. Yeah, not too much free time anymore. How do you get into fitness and how do you stay focused? So whenever I was young, about 7 years old, I decided I wanted to be like Goku. And I started training, and since then I just never stopped. I started with 100 push-ups a day. I would do them in between the Dragon Ball Z commercials. I'd do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 kicks, and 100 punches. And then each year I would add to that, so the next year it was 200. And eventually I stopped right before I got to 1,000. I think I was up to like 700 a day. 700 push-ups, 700 kicks, 700 sit-ups. And then I kind of stopped because I started lifting weights for real then. Again, how old are you? I'm 25. Between full body workouts and splits, is one better? Yeah, I definitely would incorporate in the composite lifts, so you're not going to want to do chest and squats on the same day usually. Like I'll do that sometimes when I'm feeling really like I have a lot of energy, but you don't always want to do that. So yeah, it's good to split them up. How old are you again? I'm 25. What is your precious babe's name? The one in the picture that you saw was Kiara. That was one of Nala's babies. This is Nala. She's my real baby. She's the mother of all the kittens that you always see. Again, how old are you? Okay, I'm 25. I'm not going to answer that one anymore. For people who practice calisthenics and want muscle mass, any recommendations? Okay, so if you practice calisthenics and want muscle mass, they're kind of offhand. Calisthenics is more of a... calisthenics uses more, basically, cardio for the muscles. It's hard, I don't know, caught me off guard. I have to do a little bit of research because I'm not too up to date on calisthenics, but basically calisthenics, you're looking at like the stuff I do, like flag pulls, bar work, all that stuff, like body weight movement. So if you're doing a lot of body weight movements, you're not necessarily going to want to put on muscle mass, because the more muscle mass you put on, the heavier your body weight's going to be, and you're not going to be able to do near as many reps or do the stuff that you want to do. So if you practice calisthenics and that's your way of training, I don't recommend putting on muscle mass. But if you want to put on muscle mass and still do the calisthenics, there's basically 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. One's using weights to build muscle, the other is using your body weight to build lean muscle. When you married? I am not married, I'm 25. I don't plan on getting married anytime soon. How long you been training for? Going on 18 years now. How do you keep your abs so defined? They almost look fake, not saying they are. So my abs, I feel like I'm blessed. Like I said, when I was young I did a ton of ab workouts. But I haven't really done ab workouts in probably 8 years. I make ab workout videos and post them, but yeah, I really do nothing to keep these abs now. I deadlift and squat without a belt until I get heavy. Usually just really focusing on core. So when I'm sitting and when I'm doing anything, I'm always keeping the core tight. It's always working. So I'm guessing that has a big aspect to play on why my abs look good. So when I used to sit in school, I would sit there and I would keep them flexed even while sitting in the desks, and I would crunch. And just little things like that, guys. You can always make yourself better. Alright, are you single? I am single, but I'm talking to somebody, so I would not consider myself single. Are you more a dog or a cat person? That's a tough one, okay? I have cats up here in Akron because, I don't know, you can't have big dogs. I'm a big dog fan. I don't like little dogs. So if you have a big dog, I really like them. But at the same time, I think cats are a lot more personal. They have their own personality, and they're not always up in your crap. They have their own stuff they want to take care of. So a lot less work for cats. So I'm going to have to say I'm a cat person more than a dog person. Can I get down to 50 pounds, okay, in 2 months? You can get down 50 pounds in 2 months. I do not recommend it. I've looked at your page before when you asked me a question. You don't even look like you have 50 pounds to lose, man. I don't know if your pictures are like just good angles, but you look maybe like you're 140 pounds. So if you're trying to drop 50 pounds, I don't recommend that at all. What's your secret to eat food you love? This is awesome because everybody's always like, Cody, what do you eat? How do you diet? I don't diet at all, guys. This is what's sitting on my desk right now. Okay, I've got salt and vinegar chips, Sour Patch Kids, and a Mountain Dew. And now people are like, how do you look like this without dieting? The trick is, I've been doing this for 18 years, so I put on a lot of lean muscle mass. Okay, the lean muscle mass, for every pound of muscle you have, lean muscle mass, you burn about 50 calories. So I'm guessing I have about 35 to 40 pounds of lean muscle on me, so even if I would lay in bed all day, I would burn up 2,000 calories just laying there. So basically I can eat practically whatever I want without actually gaining weight or looking worse. Now if I go on a clean shred or a clean diet, I shred down, I get ripped, and it looks pretty cool. But I don't have the need to do that because I can still eat what I want and still feel good and look good. So basically, that's what it is, guys. You put lean muscle mass on, you can start eating what you want, but you can't do that from the start because if you do that from the start, you're not going to get that lean muscle mass put on. You got to eat clean from the start. And also, I do intermittent fasting, so I won't touch this food until probably about 7 p.m. tonight. And that intermittent fasting, I swear by it. I've dropped 15 pounds in a week before doing that, and it's great. Next question. What should you do for rep range for number of sets for good muscle gain? Okay, so for rep range and number of sets, what I would do, if you're going for muscle size gain, I would keep the reps between 12 and 13 and probably do 4 to 5 sets and do a weight that's making it still difficult. So on your last set, you should be struggling to get it up, and then you can either keep it the same weight or you can raise it a little bit each new set. Do you believe in the Holy Ghost? I do. So how do you look so ripped? I just explained that one a little back. What is your favorite song? That's a tough one. I have a lot of favorite songs. When I think of songs that stand out in my head, though, I have to jump to Airplanes with B.O.B. and Eminem, and there's no real reason why that's my favorite song, except up until that point, I think I was 14 years old. So up until that point, I hated rap. Like, I would never listen to rap. If you listen to rap, I would be like, change that, that's crap. And then I heard this Airplanes by B.O.B. And up until Eminem's part, I was like, nah, this is still kind of crap, but it's alright. And I heard Eminem's verse. First time I'd ever heard Eminem. I was 14 years old. And it pumped me up. And I started looking up Eminem and then started listening to his songs. And then he instantly became my favorite artist. And I don't know, it was weird. Because I hated rap and then he became my favorite artist. And then I loved rap. So it's really weird. How many cats do you have? I have Nala here. She's always with me. And then she has 2 babies here with us right now, Kiara and Cheddar's. and then we took 2 of her other babies to my mom's, and my mom has 4 there. So I only have 3 cats right now. Favorite song, I just answered that one again. Will You Marry Me? That's a big no. Since you attended the gym, I attended the gym. Okay, so from 7 to 11, I was just doing body weight stuff, working out at home, doing really light dumbbells. Around 11, I think it was for my 11th Christmas, I got a weight bench and a weight set. So then I started lifting, but it wasn't until like 13 and 14 that I actually went into the gym and started lifting at the gym. What was your starting body composition, and how long did you train to get to where you are today? So my starting body composition, I've always been really small. I was always a small kid. I remember I was like 6, and we were like moving from the house, and I was carrying stuff, and my stepbrother at the time was like, "Whoa, you got a 6-pack," and I was like, didn't even know what it was. And I remember him just counting out my abs, and I was like, I don't know. How many cats do you have? Just to answer that, how can I be like you? You don't want to be like me. Just be yourself, okay? You don't want to be like anybody else. You want to be the best version of yourself. It's the best advice I can give you. Do you have a dog? Yes, I have 2 dogs. You look like a 12-year-old. Grow a beard and stop shaving your chest. Alright. I can't grow good facial hair. I don't shave my chest though. I'm just naturally pretty hairless. So got kind of lucky there. This isn't a question, but you motivate me, bro. Keep up the good work. I thank you, Ruffles. I appreciate that. Gay or straight? 100% straight. Never had a question in my mind. But what does your typically daily diet look like? Like I said, I don't diet. I eat what I want. Last night, I got home at like 10 o'clock, ate an entire bowl of Chipotle chips, smashed a bag of Sour Patch Kids and 2 Mountain Dews. Why are you so handsome and hot? I was just blessed with genetics, I guess. Do you have to lay on your back when you sleep because of those 8 bumps on your belly? Alright, this is actually a good question. I'm glad you asked. So, sleeping on my back. I don't sleep on my back because I don't like sleeping on my stomach. Sometimes I'll actually roll over. But when I fall asleep, I'm definitely a back sleeper. And sleeping on your back, and if you put a pillow under your calves, like right at the end of the knee there, it will elevate you a little bit. So it's going to take away any real lower back pain you have. Nala's about to knock the phone off. Come on, get away from there. So yeah, if you put that under your legs and sleep with it like that, it elevates your legs a little bit and straightens the lower spine, which is going to give you some relieved back pain. OMG, 2 cats. 3 cats. Do you want to get into acting? I wouldn't be opposed to getting into acting. I've always said I wanted to be famous ever since I was little, so, I mean, that could be a move. How would you overcome extreme shyness when it comes to working out at the gym? So overcoming extreme shyness. If you're shy and you're unconfident, well, first you have to ask yourself, why are you shy? Is it because you're unconfident? Is it just how you are? And then ask yourself, do you have a reason to be unconfident? If it's an actual reason and you don't think you're going to be able to go to the gym and do that, then maybe you're just going to need to train at home. If you're shy for another reason, like someone's going to the gym that you don't want to see or something like that, then just go to another gym. It's that simple. But if you're shy to go to the gym because you don't know how to use the equipment or you feel lost in the gym, then subscribe to my YouTube channel because I can help you with that. I can help you learn all the equipment. My YouTube channel is just my name, Cody Messner, and give me a subscription, and I'm going to start posting a lot more content on there of like types of things that you can do to help you learn how to use the equipment. Or you want to be my friend? Yes, I'm everybody's friend. Why are you so cute? I don't know. Be my trainer. Send me a message. Can I adopt you? I don't think so. What's your favorite movie? That's another tough one. Favorite movies and favorite songs are always tough. My favorite childhood movie is The Lion King or Dragon Ball Z. My favorite grown-up movie would probably be Never Back Down. I've probably watched that movie like 30 times. Somebody sent something in Spanish. Mejores ejercicios para el clavicar de pectoral. So something about, not real up to date on my Spanish. It's been like 6 years since I've taken a Spanish class. Major for major lifts for the clavicle and pec. That's what I'm deciphering here. Tell me if that's right. Nala, if you knock this phone off. Come on. Alright, so if you're asking about workouts for the pecs, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube, have a lot of videos on my Instagram. The main one you can do, bench press. You do your bench press, you're going to get strong chest. Do chest flies, dumbbell chest press, incline press, push-ups. So many things you can do for your chest, guys. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Honestly, my goals, man. Honestly, goals, man. Are you asking my goals or are you saying I'm goals? My goals for this next month are moving out of the house, buying my own gym, starting to film in that gym, and yeah, just going from there. You're a badass. Thanks. So are you. Why do your abs look better than anyone else's? That's just opinion. I don't think my abs look better than anybody else's. It's all in the eye of the beholder. So somebody might think Nala's abs look better than mine, and that's okay. If they think that, they're allowed to think that. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. I don't judge anybody for their opinion. How can I get shredded like you? Hard work and consistency, my friend. That's all it is. I don't use supplements. I don't use steroids. I don't even drink pre-workout. I don't even drink protein shakes. So if you want to get like me, the best way is to work hard. I didn't diet all through school. I just played sports. I'd play sports 2 hours a day after school. I'd come home and I would lift. So I was getting 3.5 to 4 hours of physical activity every single day. And I contribute that to the way I am and probably some genetics as well. Do you keep your macros the same on rest days? Rest days I actually eat a lot. So whenever I have a rest day and I'm not going to the gym, I usually feel like that's a day just to refuel. So I'll rest and then I'll just eat a ton of food. Do you have a girlfriend? Like I said, kind of. What kind of cat is that? Nala, she is a calico. Her baby, Kiara, which was in the picture, is a calico. And then Cheddar's is just a yellow one. Habla español, poquito español. No más. How are you? Good. What's your height? I am 5'8". Right now I'm 152 pounds. What inspires you to keep training? And when I was little, I just said I'm going to train to be like Goku. And, you know, I'm not quite Goku yet, so got to keep training. What protein do you have? Like I said, don't use protein. I have a couple jars of protein powder that have never been opened. So, yeah, they're just sitting on the top of my fridge. So, yeah, that's conclusive for the questions, guys. This was actually really fun. I'll probably do this a lot.